What's up, everybody? This is Anthony from ampedairsoft, and I got
Cliff from Elite Force.
And today we're going to be going over all of these swag new Elite Force guns coming out very, very soon. We're going to take you through them, show them what's up.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. So, we have all these new guns from Elite Force. Cliff here, we're going to go down the center and work our way out, talk about all the cool new stuff that's coming out. So,
Sure.
If we start here, what do we got?
Alright, this is our new full metal Beretta M9 with full auto switch. It's a CO2, it's field legal, 330 FPS.
Nice.
These actually were just released, should have some already shipping to you guys.
Yep.
They retail in that $135 range, but we'll have rebuild kits and everything like we do with our 1911s later on too, so having extra OEM parts is definitely a plus when picking a gun.
Exactly, and it's finally a cost-effective M9 for
with
people
trades.
With trades for people that want to run an M9, because only so far we've only ever had 1911s that are pretty cost-effective and still effective to use, but now we have a CO2, M92, M9 as well.
For sure.
Now we got
the VP9.
Ooh.
So we showed the VP9 at SHOT Show. Germany actually released it, had some issues. We caught those issues, so that's what caused all these delays of why this is not on the market yet. But technically, when these are released for the very first time, it's actually the Gen 3 model. We've actually fixed quite a few things with the gun. The gun itself will come with 3 sets of grip frame panels. You have small, medium, and large, and it'll retail in that $145 range for the set.
Nice.
So we'll have that in black, and then we'll have a tan version with threaded barrel for $5 more.
That's nice. That one's nice. I like that one. Okay, so you guys also released the first CQB legal revolver. All the other brands of revolvers for BB gunning have always chronoed way too hot, and you've had to buy extra accessories in order to even get it to be able to be used in a CQB environment, hence the whole purpose of why even get one, right? So you guys released your first CO2 revolver, CQB legal, ready to go. So now you guys are taking the revolver
a little bit further. We wanted to find kind of the niche for us, which this is a very niche product. There's not a lot of good Western style revolvers in the market anyways.
Yeah.
We released this in air gun about a year ago, and we can't keep them in stock. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. So we were like, we need to do it in Airsoft. And because we don't have the Colt license for Airsoft, we had to use our own brand, which is Legends, and we came up with the name of the gun as the Smoke Wagon.
Ah, movie references.
Yep, to use movie references.
Just stand there and bleed.
So this gun was really unique because there's another one. The only other good platform like this in Airsoft is the Maruzen ones, and they were like $200 retail.
Exactly, and they still broke a lot.
And these are going to retail around $125.
Woo. Single action, works just like the old Peacemaker revolvers from back in the day.
Pretty much.
Super cool. And then we have this guy.
Yes. We actually did a video and was like, hey, we did this in air gun. Would you like to see it in Airsoft? And it went crazy. Got like 150,000 views, and we're like, okay, we got to do this in Airsoft. So it cost about 10 grand in tooling to make it for Airsoft. Then we actually asked the public, hey, would you like to name it? And whoever names it, whoever name we pick, you know, you're going to get the first free gun in the United States. So this kid posted on this comment and was like, hey, why don't you call it the Hater? And I was like, why Hater, you know? And he's like, well, because if you're playing a revolver game, they're going to hate you because you can reload faster because of the quick change disc, which is a 10-shot disc that pops right in and out, and you have more shots because you have a 10-shot magazine. So you got a big advantage if you're playing with other people with revolvers because more shots and like one CO2, you get 10-shot disc out of one CO2. And the gun itself is going to come with 5 disc, and it's going to retail in that $65 range.
So $65 for a gun that gets
100 shots off one CO2 and is CQB legal. It's 320 FPS.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. All right. So we're good with these. Let's go on to some rifles. First rifle we have, new offering.
This is our MCR, Modular Combat Rifle. Until now, we've only really had the Elite Force CQB, CQC, and CFR, which is coming out next month. which were all under $200, but they were all just your standard Picatinny metal rail systems guns. We wanted one that was just a little bit of step up in that low $200 range that had a few more features, and so we put the new electronic trigger control unit in these with MOSFET, adjustable fire, and a modular rail on them, and these will retail in that 230 range.
Ooh.
And they have a quick change spring just like our other rifles.
All right. This is pretty cool.
Yes. So we showed the flat top Tavor about a year ago, kind of teased some pictures on it. There was a lot of issues with the electronic trigger control units at that time, and they were like on the Gen 2, Gen 3 units. This is actually going to be coming out with the Gen 5, which has corrected a lot of the issues since day one. And that's probably why we've kind of held off on releasing it. We didn't want to come out with the 4 because they're like, the 4 was good, but not as good as it needed to be. So it postponed it most of this year, and we're hoping to have this in November sometime. I mean that 340 range. But the flat top design was probably the thing that people were asking. You know, the sights are like built into the rail, which is very cool. And it has the programmable MOSFET and everything on it as well.
Full trademarks from IWI.
That would be our Tavor Elite.
Tavor Elite. Electronic trigger, so you don't have all that linkage and all that stuff that usually goes wrong on all the old Tavors. So that's good. All right, now we're going to the bread and butter. This is what I think is super swag.
Yes. So we just did a deal with VFC to be the distributor for their new Avalon series AEGs. Until now, there's really hadn't been a lot of options for really, really good mid $300. There's only like one company really, doing that. We wanted something to compete with that, and so we thought that once we saw the designs on this, and once we decided, hey, this is all the features you really need to compete with that, like that's where this all kind of started. Started this about 18 months ago, but this should be out for Christmas. There's basically 4 different models. We have the.
I'll hold this one. You want to go ahead and grab that one?
Okay, so like you have your carbines. One's an M-Lock, one's the Keymod beefy handguard, kind of like an HK 416 style.
Yeah, it's got an HK 416 upper receiver and rail, gas block.
And these 2 models are going to come in black or bronze like this, but they're going to retail in that $360 price point with a lot of nice, really clean features.
We'll go through it real quick. Ambi selectors, finger rest for your shooting finger, either side. Comes with these new mags, flip up front and rear sights, the QRS stock, QRS pistol grip, Ambi sling plate, still has a working bolt release.
on all the rails.
Oh, QD on all the rails, I stand corrected, as well as comes with the standard VFC rotary hop-up end wheel hops 2016. Also mid caps and high caps as well. This also comes with a MOSFET.
Yes, it's actually what's going to be inside these is the new ECS gearbox from VFC. According to VFC, that's the most advanced gearbox they've ever produced. It basically has all the upgrade parts that they've done year to date from all other previous generations and a little bit more.
Nice.
They actually in our Gen 3 416s and 4CRSs we had put little bitty MOSFETs in the gearboxes, which was great. But if there was too much slack in that, it would rub up against the gears and short out. So they're actually housed in a cage in these gearboxes now, to where that can't happen ever again. And there's a few other little changes, which we'll go in depth later on. But yeah, it's the most advanced gearbox, and it also is a quick change gearbox too. You don't have to completely disassemble the gearbox to get to the spring swap.
Nice. And then, like you were saying, we have a more M4 style right here that runs M-Lock, and then we have these Keymod 416 styles, and if you look at the small one over there, it definitely looks a lot like a 416.
Yeah, and the shorties will be like the 340 range, the longs will be in that 360 range.
Oh, so they're very competitive too. Nice. All right, so we just went over all these. Thank you, Cliff, for being super swag and walking us through all the cool new stuff. When are we hoping to see all of these guns out by?
Hoping to have all these on the market by Black Friday.
So everything that you see here, some of it sooner, but all of it by Black Friday.
That's what we hope. In a perfect world, yes.
Yes, in a perfect world. I'll hold you to it.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
But either way, I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be really nice. If you guys want to check us out, pay attention to all our social media. We'll let you guys know when they're coming out. Check us out on YouTube. Please subscribe if you're not. This is Anthony.
Cliff from Lee Force.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks.